Hello, everybody. This is Kelly Kleinman, and you are listening to the DealershipNews.com podcast, where we spotlight the who's happening in the automotive industry. It's foot soldiers, visionaries, salesmen, GMs, owners, service managers, and industry vendors alike. Our guest today is the driving force behind ACV Auctions, Mr. George Chamoun. George, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Oh, so happy to have you. Now, we haven't spoken in a while. It's actually been about a year now, and we first met at the NADA. We spoke in September, I want to say. Perhaps it was late August, but when we did last speak, you were moving 5,000 units per month and had some 400 dealers coming on board monthly. Where are you guys now almost a year later?
Sure, Kelly. So we are selling over 19,000 vehicles a month. So obviously from when we spoke last at 5,000, the growth here continues to climb significantly, and we have well over 2,000 dealers selling cars on our platform, and well over 6,000 dealers bidding for cars on our platform.
That's
amazing. So we've gotten to significant scale.
It's amazing. Now, I know you received a healthy injection of capital at the end of last year. How is that being utilized to keep expanding and get to the next level? You seem to be getting to the next level pretty quickly, and whatever that next level is.
Sure. Yeah, there's two key areas where we're investing. One is growing our partners and teammates across the country. Both here in Buffalo, our headquarters, as well as in all the territories that we've entered and are entering. So think about it as first our hiring, and we're hiring over 40 people a month here at ACV. Mm-hmm. And second, we're building and investing in technology that will allow us to further increase the transparency we're providing in a vehicle, and ultimately focus on being the most trusted way for a dealer to purchase a vehicle.
Who are some of your other technological partners, so to speak?
Well, we're licensing data from a few folks out mm-hmm. there. Not sure if I'm privy to be sharing all the names, but the typical folks that are in the business of providing data to companies sure. like ACV. And then we're just now starting to integrate with third-party dealer systems. So, dealerships have systems that they're managing their wholesale and other assets. And we just kicked off really getting APIs and other ways of integrating with third parties.
Well, let's get into that here in about a second or two. But meanwhile, you're growing fast. There are things called growing pains. So what are some of the challenges to onboarding more dealers and scaling up in general as far as hiring is concerned, finding seats, finding desks? I mean, there's a million things I'm sure that are on that checklist.
Yeah, so it's fun, right? I mean, when you're bringing on over 40 new teammates a month, I believe last month we brought on 50 new teammates. First, you need a rather large recruiting team. So we've got, several folks that are recruiting, and we go through a process, everything from how we're interviewing online, how folks are submitting their resumes, and how we're really making sure that we're interviewing folks that fit in with the culture and the ACV way. We do believe the ACV way is a unique way of approaching the wholesale and automotive sector. So one is the recruiting. You need the manpower, you need the technology, you need the process to recruit. Then it's training. When you've got every month a class of 40 to 50 or more new teammates coming on board, you need a whole system from training, from day one to month 3. You need a whole platform to train, and we've built that and keep making that system better and better. And then to your point, you need either whether they're going to be housed or where they're going to be, or if they're going to be on the road, you need to make sure everyone's, is comfortable. And so we've got a whole process and methodology to do that as well.
Let's get into, you're out there, you're doing your thing on a daily basis, you're growing. There's a lot of issues out there with dealerships and the issues that they face with buying and selling used inventory. Let's find out a little bit about what ACV has as far as a solution to some of those concerns.
So what we believe is there's plenty of cars out there for dealers to buy. The question is, which one should they? And every vehicle belongs somewhere in the country. If you just take a step back and make that assumption, every vehicle has a home. But really, what the industry was missing was transparency, because certain dealers don't have the shop time to go in there and repair certain things. So if you take a step back and say the transparency on the vehicle and knowing your expected reconditioning cost and reconditioning time will be the most important thing for dealers to keep up with their sourcing objectives. And we continue to build technology and hiring the best people to solve that problem. For example, AMP, which is our audio motor profile, we're listening to the engine. The industry never had a way to digitally have it, high definition audio. It's better than a human being going to and listening to a car themselves in person. Not equivalent, but better. So when you take a step back, it's really all about in sourcing, what is the condition of the car? What does my dealership look like for my ability to purchase inventory, bring it into my dealership? What is my time of repair? And we're helping with the transparency so dealers are making the right choices.
So you're basically saying that you have a technology that will actually listen to the car engine and be able to diagnose any particular issue?
It doesn't diagnose yet.
Okay.
But a strong yeah. But dealers can hear a ticking sound.
Sure.
It's amazing by just providing the information to dealers what that does. But I did use the key word was yeah.
Okay. Well, the next question, and I gave you these questions beforehand, but it's the big one, what differentiates you from the Trade Revs and Dealers Link of the world? It's Dealers Links of the world, and this is the kind of thing that I'm trying to get at. This kind of a technology. I'm sure they don't have that. What does differentiate you between the competition and yourself?
Sure. I believe with every business, we all have to have what's most important. And you really need to know what your North Star is. And we have today 800 teammates across the country. And if you were to ask any one of our 800 teammates, what are the two most important things? I believe almost all of them will tell you the same thing. And the two most important things here are being the most trusted and transparent way for a dealer to buy a wholesale vehicle, and number two, being the best place to work in America. Mm-hmm. Not just the best place to work in automotive or in technology, but the best place to work in America. And when you focus on those two things, Kelly, you drive a culture and innovation that is really unique, because everyone here understands what we're here for. What is our mission? And that's really what's unique about ACV. It's a real clear, goal, clear objective, and now we've got 800 teammates growing by 40 to 50 a month, all of us out there to accomplish the same thing.
I would strongly suggest that other folks out there looking to start a business listen to what you say, write it down, stick it on the wall, and pay attention to it, because you're growing this company at an exponential rate, and those words are wisdom. So with that said, what is the plan for the rest of 2019? Will most of it be muscling up internally, or will there be more of a marketing push to open more dealerships? And how does your marketing look? How does it work?
Sure. So think about it as there's several levers here. One, we need additional markets open. These are territory managers we need to hire, and each territory manager needs to hire vehicle condition inspectors. So we're approximately 115 territories are open and running today. We'll have over 140 by year end. So one is opening additional territories. Two, growing additional vehicle condition inspectors. We have over 300 teammates in the country today. We need more. And so we're hiring additional folks so that we can, be across the country and be able to be in every dealership across the country, whether it be 1 day a week, 2 days a week or more. We're going to have the footprint to do that. And then three is, when you think about what we do, there's both a supply and demand, making sure we have the resources to really be that strong account management and be there for the dealers as they call us. So building up the resources here to be, right, when a buyer needs something, they've got their one partner on the phone, whoever it may be over here, and they're here to answer whatever our partner, that dealer, needs. So that's what we're doing. It's really the same thing we were doing last year. It's just more of it, and continuing to invest in technology in parallel to all that, so that we can, not only make incremental strides at being the most trusted and transparent way, but we'll also be making, which we'll be announcing over the next couple of months, major strides, like things that are going to change the way we can even see a vehicle compared to today.
Well, let's go back to the hiring criteria. What kind of people are you looking for? I mean, there might be people out there listening to this right now who would be a great addition to your team. I almost said ball club. I'm a manager. I'm a coach of the Chicago Cub Scout team out here in Southern California. So sorry if I conflate the two. But yes, you're looking for teammates. What are some of the criteria for hiring? If somebody wants to be an area manager, a region manager. What are you looking for in that person?
Sure. One, this is the role is going out there and building relationships with dealers. So folks that understand or either have the experience or understand what it takes to build relationships with dealerships across a various territory or DMA. So proven experience would be great. Most important is that sort of winning, happy culture type of mindset. There's all different types of folks out there, and we want the happy ones. So you want folks that love the challenge we're up against every day, and are excited to go out there and be challenged and doing it with a smile. And third, probably folks that have a level of curiosity, that think, we understand that dealerships are doing a certain way today, but they like the challenge of changing process and methods. We all get kind of stuck in whatever we're doing today. Whatever process we have, whatever system, if we've been doing it the same way for 1 year or 10 years, changing it is hard. Well, certain folks we bring on board, they like that challenge of going and saying, hey, Mr. Dealer, I understand you've been doing it the same way for the last 5 or 10 years. We've got a new way for you, and here's why it will help you. And so the folks that enjoy that and enjoy helping dealers kind of be part of tomorrow, not just stuck in the past.
Sure. Change is a good thing, and although car dealers have been reluctant to change, I think they are looking for better solutions, and I always speak to them all the time. So I think you're definitely on the right track. Are we going to be able to slot you into Online Auction of the Year for 2019?
Well, thank you, Kelly. We would love to be. I'm very proud of the team, proud of what we're accomplishing here. So we're just keeping our head down, doing what we do. But thank you.
Well, let's see what happens. Hey, George, it was a pleasure chatting with you. Best of luck moving forward. Certainly seems like ACV Auctions has become a major player. It's great to see, quite frankly. This is Kelly Kleinman for the DealershipNews.com podcast. That was George Chamoun. Certainly hope I pronounced his name right, giving you the greatest information and the latest, greatest automotive news that you can use from ACV Auctions. Have a great 4th of July, folks. Hope you have a blast. See you next time.